Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Slickmoff. I'm back again with another video, and in this one I want to analyze for you how old Clementine will be in The Walking Dead Season 3. So in case you've been living under a rock, The Walking Dead Season 3 has been confirmed a little bit ago by Telltale Games, and also Robert Kirkman sat down with IGN and talked about the series a little bit, and I'm just a fanatic for the series. For those of you unaware, The Walking Dead Season 1, again, I'm talking about the game, not the show, is my favorite video game of all time. If you've not played it already, I highly suggest that you do. It's just so phenomenal. So I was really excited to learn that we're going to be getting this game after the Batman game, by the way, in case you were unaware, being made by Telltale Games, which comes out in 2 or 3 months in that range, summertime. This one is going to come out late November, December, basically, is when we're going to look at this game coming out, episode 1 of this game coming out. But probably the biggest piece of news that we got today about The Walking Dead Season 3 is that the timeline roughly lines up with the comic book series, and the comic book series is around issue 150 in that range.
Just because the way that the timeline works, Season 3 will actually be getting pretty close to where we are at the comics concurrently. Like, the books that are coming out now are roughly in the same time frame that Season 3 will be in.
So we can do some rough math and kind of analyze roughly how old Clementine will be in The Walking Dead Season 3. So let's first look at how much time has lapsed from issue 1 of The Walking Dead comic book series until now. Well, we can look at a variety of different characters and how they have aged, and there's only, quite frankly, a few characters that are living now that were also in issues 1 or 2 or 3 in that area. So in issue 2, let's look at just Carl. Carl is the best example of this that I could find. And we also have concrete information about how old he was, whereas with Rick Grimes, we have not explicitly seen his age progress throughout the series. Carl we have, though. So in issue 2 of the Walking Dead comic book series, Carl Grimes is 7 years old. And that's roughly when the comic book series started. So he's 7 years old, and in The Walking Dead issue 127, Carl is 13 years old. So the best character to really demonstrate the time lapse that has happened in the Walking Dead comic book series, which, by the way, Robert Kirkman himself has even stated that even he does not know how much time has progressed. So we're doing some digging here to try to think about this. So now let's do the same thing and analyze how much time has progressed from Season 1, Episode 1 to Season 2, Episode 5 of the Walking Dead game series by Telltale Games. So, of course, Rick Grimes and Lee Everett were both in the same place, Georgia, at the same time the apocalypse broke out. So issue 1 of the comic book series takes place at the same point in which Season 1, Episode 1 of The Walking Dead game takes place. So when Lee meets Clementine at the beginning of Season 1, Episode 1, Lee is 37 years old and Clementine is 8 years old. So Clementine, by the end of Season 1, Episode 5, she is, I believe in Episode 5 is when she announces that she has had her birthday. So she is effectively 9 years old at the end of Season 1. In Season 2, there's a 2-year time skip, a 3-month period where she is with Omid and Krista roaming around. However, the point is, at the end of Season 2, Episode 5, she is 11 years old. So 3 years have passed between Season 1 and Season 2. However, 6 years, maybe 7, have passed from the beginning of the comic book series until where we are currently. So seeing that the Walking Dead video game series roughly aligns with the comic book series and where they're at now, you have to add about 7 years to Clementine's age when we are initially introduced to her, and that is 8 years old. So if we're doing some super rough math here, so if I'm going to bet some money on it, I'm going to guess that Clementine is around 15 or 16 years old in The Walking Dead Season 3, and it's going to be awesome to see her in that state if that is the case. I could see them going as old as 17 or 18, because you do have to keep in mind that, Robert Kirkman, the all-knowing lord behind The Walking Dead and where it's going, his version of, roughly going to line up is a little different than ours because he knows what's coming. And also you have to keep in mind that there are issues that are going to come out between now and when the game actually comes out that may shift that timeline. So maybe there's going to be like a 1-year jump in November before the game actually comes out. He knows this. We don't at this point. So that could account in as well. So maybe she could be as old as 18. The point is, I don't see her being like 12 years old because, that, as I said, there's going to be a time lapse. I also don't see her being 25, so we're going to look to be in the 16 to 18-year-old range. That's going to be my guess for The Walking Dead Season 3 and Clementine's age. And that's going to be an interesting age to see her at, but that's the point, is she's going to be about 16 years old, according to my super rough math, but still it's founded in some sort of reason in terms of the comic book lore, and of course that's what we're paralleling actually the game too. So yeah, you're looking at around 6 or 7 years. So yeah, guys, what do you guys think about Clementine finally being in her teen years in the Walking Dead video game series? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree with my analysis? If not, let me know in the comment section below. I am by no means a comic book lore expert. However, I did do a little bit of research looking up this, and that's the number that I found. 6 or 7 years is the general consensus. It is very rough math, but the point is, she's going to be a teenager. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. My name's Slickmoff. We'll see you in the next one.